Hello and welcome to this week's vlog from Maddisons. Well, we get asked an awful lot, do you think my house will appeal to a London buyer? Of course, the London buyer here in the southeast is a really attractive thing, really. The London population actually grew between 2008 and 2017 by 10 million, a growth of 1.1 million. So huge growth in London. But interestingly, in the last decade, there has been a net reduction in London, people living in London, by 500,000 people. So basically more people leaving the city than moving to it. So we do see huge influx of buyers here in the southeast. And why do they move from London? Well, of course, property prices are very, very high in London. There's a great feeling that you can get more for your money when you move outside the town. They might want a slightly bigger garden, off-road parking, all those sort of things. So there's definitely a migration for a sense of getting more for your money. But perhaps the biggest single factor is all to do with schooling. The London catchment areas for schooling are incredibly complicated and very, very tight. There's the Bullsfield Primary School in Kensington, Chelsea. You have to live within 200 metres of the school to be able to get in, so literally in a few streets away. So navigating that school system is really difficult. And of course, many move out simply to get better schooling options for their children. We therefore find it's really, really important when you're speaking to a London buyer that you can fully educate them on the schooling for each individual property that you're showing. Which primary school catchment does it sit in, and how will it fare with those mighty grammar schools that we have here in Tunbridge Wells and Kent? The other reason why a lot leave is simply because it's very expensive to live in London. The cost of living is very, very high, and generally things are slightly cheaper outside the capital. But the final reason I just wanted to touch on was pollution, actually. That's quite an interesting one. Did you know that pollution levels in the capitals have been above legal levels since 2010 due to diesel vehicles? Now, of course, we know there's a lot of measures to try and reduce that. You have the congestion charge, but there is no doubt that London has higher pollution levels, certainly than being out more in the provinces. So still a great influx of London buyers, we find. I don't sell as many of my properties to London buyers at the moment simply because the London property market is struggling a bit at the moment. Property prices down 18%, but they are still a big part of my buyer book. So we make sure we look after them very well when they make an inquiry. Well, there's lots going on this weekend, and one thing I want to bring your attention to, you've probably seen our boards around advertising Mead Fest, the greatest show on earth. It's going to be held at the Mead School. You book tickets to get in, running from 12 till 5 o'clock. And basically, once you've bought your ticket, it will pay for all your entertainment once you're inside. There is a craft area. Children get a token to do a craft there. They can pay to do extra. And there's a food and beverages tent as well where you can pay for some nice refreshments. But it's going to be held at the Mead School on Frant Road. It looks like really, really good fun. So on Sunday, 12 till 5, do head along for that. Some properties that we're taking to market this week, if you're interested, around the 700,000 mark. We've got a great property just outside Bellsview Green, so a few minutes from the mainline station there. It's got the most stunning back garden and lovely outlook across the Neville Golf Course, and on at a guide of £750,000. And we also have a 3-bedroom Mews-style Millwood Homes property, more central to the town on Forest Road, really beautifully presented, and a great roof terrace with fabulous rooftop views, and that is on at a guide of £725,000. So if they're of interest, do get in touch. We've also got, evidently at the moment, the most clicked through property in Kent at the moment, Swattenton Barn, just outside Cranbrook, on at a guide of £850,000. That might be of interest as well. We hope you enjoyed the vlog this week and look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.